Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's Blonde Sisters.
From Other Misters.
I'm Jazarda Savvy Diva.
I'm Michelle MUA.
And we are here to talk and play.
And talk about stuff.
Stuff.
So, how was the week?
The week?
Week.
It went really fast. There's so much going on. Good things, bad things, sad things. But, I don't know. Prom season is upon us.
Prom season is upon us. I know because I've done countless amount of prom makeups this week.
And I went to a prom send-off yesterday.
I went to one on Friday.
All right, so let's get into it because I have something to rant about.
Okie dokie, smoky. So let's talk about it. How was yours?
So mine was okay at first.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got there, the invitation said 5:45 to 7. I got there about 5:50 and parked. And so I was standing outside, like in the driveway, talking to the grandparent of the senior that is graduating. And I thought people hadn't arrived yet. However, after we were in the driveway talking for a while, her dad pulled up. So then we all went inside, and it was probably 10 people inside already. And they had food, and, people were just talking amongst themselves because, of course, she was upstairs. The prom diva was upstairs getting ready. Her mom was upstairs with her. And so about 7 o'clock, the doorbell rang and her prom date was there. But she wasn't ready, which, of course, as a lady, we take our time. And so he came in, and then his mom came in behind him. And then a full entourage of about 50 people, and I am not exaggerating. I stopped counting because I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's a lot of people in this house and in this kitchen where we were, the 10, 12 of us who were already there, we were in the kitchen. They had a big island.
Yeah.
And so some people were in the living room. It was an open floor plan. So some people was in the living room, but most of us were in the kitchen just talking amongst ourselves. So in my mind, I didn't think anything of it because I felt like when her prom date arrived, like we were all go outside. But as the people were piling in, mind you, the rule of the house, when you enter, you have to take your shoes off. So all of these people were piling in, walking all over the floor with their shoes on, and they kept coming. And I'm sitting there, I'm like right here on the end by the wall, so I can see everything. And then the mom walks in behind her son before the whole entourage started piling in, and she said, I know I RSV for 6, but I have 6 times 2 or maybe 3. And I felt like, first of all, who are you? Because that's all she said when she walked in. Okay, we're assuming you are with the prom date, but okay, introduce yourself if you're coming in. Number 2, me personally, if I'm going to someone else's house, if my son graduated 3 years ago, we had the prom extravaganza and everything. If we went to his date's house and I had a whole entourage of people, I would not have entered their house. I would have had my crew stay outside and wait till she came outside. Like, I probably would have went inside, introduced myself if I already hadn't known the parents, but then came on back outside. One, because how you showing? You already said I RSVP'd for 6, but you knew that you were walking into this person's house.
So she didn't even bother to call.
No, and after talking to her mom, she was like, today was my first time speaking to her. Like, I kept asking for the phone number so we could have a conversation before today, and it never happened. So she happened to call me this morning and it's like, I got the Bentley. They had a Bentley rental with a driver.
Yo, this is a prom.
She bought the the photographer, videographer. And so she kept emphasizing, even after we all went outside and they got in the car and then we pulled off, she said, I'm going to go down and follow them so I can take some more pictures, but they're going to need a ride home. So you didn't even have that conversation with me before all of this. So you're now telling me I need to find a way to get not only my child back home, but also your child, right? But I still felt it was wrong for her to.
Why would you in a Bentley just to drive them there? It's stupid.
And I mean, granted, the pictures are cute. They look really cute getting inside the Bentley.
It's a prom.
But
it's a prom. It's not.
And I was like, what time is the prom starting and what time is it over? Like they only had until 11 o'clock.
What time did they start?
At 7.
And they doing all the foolishness at 7 something. And so they weren't gonna get there until 8.
They pulled off at 7:30 going on.
And she still wanted to get pictures and stuff. Yeah. So my prom, I went to my good girlfriend's daughter's prom send off. I did their makeup, the daughter and the friend. The wonderful thing about that was me and my 2 good girlfriends. We've known each other. I won't say how long. It's been a long.
You don't want nobody to know your age.
No. It's been a long time. I am blessed to have friends that I've had for over 30 years, which is crazy, right? Because a lot of people don't have friends that long, except for you. You and James. Y'all have been friends since like they were like in the womb. Y'all were friends in fetu. So
4 and 5.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine that man at 5 years old.
He was off the chain. He was tall too. He was the tallest one in the class.
He's always been tall. Anyway, he's not the tallest one in a bunch now, but he's still tall.
He was the tallest one in our class.
He was towering over me today in church. Anyway, anyway, so I did the makeup. We were doing makeup back and went upstairs. They went around and I was like, what's going on? And my girlfriend, who happens to be a event planner, I called her party planner, that bitch cussed me out. She's an event planner. She had set up everything so beautifully. The house was set up. She had the balloon decor, several places to take pictures. She had like the class of 2020, whatever year this is, 2025. Little,
it seemed like we've been in this year for a whole
man. This year, these last couple months have been really a long.
It's only been 100 days, and it feels like it's been the full 365.
It feels like a decade. It feels like a decade. So, anywho, there were a lot of people in there. She had got food. It was just really nice. It was just a lot of people. Then of course she had sparklers because but the pictures came out beautifully. So my thing is, if you do all of that for a prom, what the heck are you gonna do when they actually get married? Are you gonna have like a horse and buggy with white?
Hell yeah!
With white unicorns?
Hell yeah!
Oh my God!
And dragons.
I guess I don't know. Prom was cute, but it was not like that big of a deal for me.
I mean,
we weren't into doing those send-offs in that time of day, in that era anyway.
Well, our send-offs were different. Like your family still came and piled over
and saw you
your
leave.
house and saw you leave. Like my sister and her friends, they followed us down to the hotel and went inside, and we're coming down the escalator, and they're at the bottom of the escalator. Screaming and stuff, and I was like, I just saw y'all at the house. Like, what are y'all doing? However, when D-Man went to the prom, we did the same thing. We went downstairs after that because we rented a hotel suite, so inside of the same hotel where the prom was taking place.
I was there.
So I
didn't go downstairs. We
eliminated the rental of a vehicle.
Yeah.
We eliminated, having the date come to the house or him going to pick the date up.
Yeah.
So they both got ready at the hotel.
Yeah, that's what we're doing on Friday for my baby.
Yes. And so then they went downstairs, and me and his dad went downstairs behind them, and we was just like taking pictures, watching them walk in with everybody else. We stayed down in the lobby, so we kept seeing, just watching the rest of the prom goers go into, the entrance to go down into the ballroom. I know for a fact, like, I believe a couple of his cousins and sisters went down into where the actual prom was. Now, I wasn't going to do that. I said, let me contain myself. I was excited for him, but I did not want to embarrass him. That was embarrassing when I got down to the bottom of the escalator in the hotel where my prom was, and my sister and her friends was down there screaming. I'm like, "What are y'all doing?" And so
I didn't have all that.
That level of like, it wasn't a big to do at my house. I got ready. My date came. I don't even know if we had food and stuff. It wasn't. I didn't have a house full of people.
Yeah, we didn't have food.
Or like outside screaming and waiting for us to leave. So I will say this decade is definitely different than how we were raised and what we
absolutely. My prom send off, I got dressed at my grandmother's house. My date picked me up in the limo at my grandmother's house. We came downstairs. Everybody saw the people who worked in this, like my grandmother and her girlfriend that lived in the building came, and they were like, "Oh, how cute!" But my mother was our class sponsor, so my mother was already at the venue. So my mother didn't see me off. My grandmother got me ready for prom because that's what my grandmother always did. She was like the go-to girl for everything. Mm-hmm. So I went out. We got in a limo. We rode to the prom. Prom was in Greenbelt at Martin's Crosswinds, which is where Baby Girl's prom is going to be this weekend. Full circle. And I like Martin's Crosswinds. I think it's a really nice venue.
It is.
Even though it's old, it's still a really nice venue. And we went to Martin's Crosswinds. I think we stayed maybe an hour for the prom. We didn't even dance. I ate a piece of chicken. We took pictures.
I told you what our menu was.
We talked about the menu last week. Right. So anyway, we didn't have all that. Comment below what your prom send-off was and what your baby's prom send-offs were like. Yeah, and when did we start doing these elaborate prom send-offs?
Like, I didn't have a hired videographer, photographer at my house when I got ready.
They had two photographers at ours.
At your house?
No, at the last one I went to. She had two photographers.
Yeah, so like they had literally, I know we're in 2025, they had the cameras with the film that you put in and wind it up and
the throwaways.
Yeah.
We had throwaway cameras.
It wasn't throwaways. It was like the camera that you put the film in behind. And so I had to wait like a week or so
to see your pictures
for people's to develop them.
Ooh, you telling people how old you are.
Well, we said it last week.
Ooh, people should.
We said it last week. We was in people's, okay? And put the film in the little envelope
and wait a week before they come.
Develop them.
Because they weren't even doing development in-house. They were doing development. They send it off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we are old. All right, so comment below about how your prom send-off went for yourself, and then like your baby's prom send-off if you are one of the babies. What was your prom send-off like?
So I have a quick thought that just popped in my head while we were talking about the camera with you having to insert the film.
Yeah.
So did you ever take any crazy photos with those cameras and had to wait to get them developed and like wonder what the people were thinking who were developing the film? You never took like nude photos?
Oh no, I never took nude photos. Okay. I did a video. We won't talk about that.
I'm just thinking.
We won't talk about that. But I never took any nude photos. My mother always told me don't do stupid stuff like that because then somebody get a picture of you naked. And then when I was teaching school, somebody took a picture of this girl who was giving him fellatio. And he blew it up.
Oh, wow.
And printed them and pasted them, made copies and put them all over the doors in the school and threw them around the school.
Her face was visible?
Her face was visible with his penis in her mouth.
Wow.
But she was fully clothed. And you could see what it was, but it could have been a finger. So that's where it did not get into that pornography thing.
That's horrible.
It was absolutely atrocious. Atrocious. I remember that. I just thought about that. We didn't do that.
We didn't do that. Well, some people did do that. And I remember hearing like conversations like with the people at People's who they were when they were developing the film or, getting the film back, giving you your developed pictures. They are saying like, I saw these pictures of this girl, or, she had all her butt was out, or you could tell who this person was. And so I was like, who would like,
what kind of idiot would take porn and send it to CVS or People's to get developed?
But people were doing it.
We are absolutely insane.
And so I remember watching this movie on Lifetime, right? Lifetime on Sundays, they have good movies. Lord. I remember watching this movie where it was this photographer, and so I don't know if she was a lesbian or she was just lived with a partner, right? And they had kids, and so they were just like taking like really playful pictures with their kids.
I think I know what movie
and then they went and put them.
And they reported them for child.
They reported them
for child
pornography.
Yes, I remember that because they were taking pictures of babies in the bathtub.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yes. So I took a picture. My mother has a picture of me in the bathtub when I was little.
I think all parents have pictures of their kids in the bathtub. Back then. Now, you know, everything is on our phones and stuff because a lot of people have ditched those cameras, you know, having to
they don't have the nostalgia.
Film.
Yeah.
However, I did love. I took photography. I wanted to create my own little dark room here so I could develop film, but I just never really did it. And I would have probably done it. Like I love taking pictures, but let me stop right here because I'll go down the rabbit hole as we always do.
I was like, what time is it?
What are we talking about, right? So, let us know. Comment below. If you ever took any racy photos and took them to be developed
at the CVS or the People's Drug or Dart Drug or Walgreens or wherever.
Mm-hmm. But also, you know, comment about your prom send-off experience. Like ours was nothing like what.
You remember we used to have the little photo kiosks that you could drive up to, like in the middle of the malls? Yeah. Okay. All right. We just did that.
We're too far in the weeds. But let us know. Comment below. What else? What else we talking about? You didn't say how your week was.
My week was good. It was long.
It was long.
It was long. It was the longest week ever.
She's distracted right now.
Yeah, I got somebody texting me from work about something silly. So my week was long. But it's over. I'm here. It's Sunday, and after we leave here, and leave set, I'm going to go home. I'm going to lay back and relax and free the tatas and lay on my bed with
I was
a fan.
Not expecting that. I was talking about let's chill.
Yeah, well, I'm chill, all right.
She's like, free the tatas.
Free them. Free them.
All right, so we were talking earlier, I think when we were on the phone, about crazy sayings, because Michelle said some wild saying, and I was like, what? I wonder where that came from. Like, people create little sayings, and it's like passed down from generations to generations, and you say it and not even think about where it came from, why you're saying it, or what it even means. It was kind of drizzling outside, but the sun is shining, and Michelle was like, oh shit, the devil's beating his wife. Like, where did that come from?
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
Here's another one that my grandmother used to say. It's cold as a witch's titty.
Yes.
Can someone tell me how cold a witch's titty is? And how do we know how cold her titty is? And why does she have cold titties? Are they cold? Like, are they cold?
Why are they cold?
Why are they cold? She can't have a sweater? She's not a really good witch if she has cold titties.
Cold and clammy.
Cold and clammy.
Or sweaty.
What about a hair rat piss on cotton? It's so quiet.
I've never heard that when you said it earlier. I was like, what? This her country roots.
Country cousins. What else? What is another one?
It's hot as hell. We know that. Or we know why people would say it's hot as hell, though.
I say he's fine as frog hair.
I say down like 4 flats.
Down like 4 flats.
Down like 4 flats. What else?
Drunken in Cooter Brown.
I've never heard. Who is Cooter Brown?
Cooter Brown was a black man. He used to get drunk all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Cooter Brown's from Conway.
I've never heard that.
That's what they say. Let's see what else. Black as night. We know what that means.
Black as night. Betsy as a dumbbell.
What? Never heard that.
Crazy as a dumbbell. Is it crazy or Betsy?
Dumb as a doorknob? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mixed them up. Did I mix them up?
Jesus Christ. Dumb as a doorknob?
No, it's something about...
Dumb as a box of rocks?
No, it's like crazy as a Betsy bug? Is that the one? Betsy bug. What is
crazy as a June bug?
No, it's something about a Betsy somebody.
Girl, that's not the saying.
I didn't mix them up. I didn't mix them up. Anyway, if you could think of some sayings that you are very
as close to the fly on shit.
that you are used to saying, and not unconsciously you said, and not even wondering why you said or where you heard it from or where you got it from.
Let us know.
Let us know. Comment below.
Comment below. All right, so it is time for that crazy ass news. All right, so this story is a little old. It's from February. It's May. But I thought it was cute. I saw it the other day on social media, and I wanted to highlight it. Ohio Democratic lawmakers propose conception begins at Erection Act. So they about to criminalize these bammers that just going around just shooting up the jubblies all over the place and not intending on conception. It's not gonna pass. They knew it wasn't gonna pass, but it's kind of like, this is cute. So a new bill in Ohio would make it a crime for men to ejaculate without intending to have a baby. Look at that.
Look at that.
You don't get pregnant on your own, says State Rep Anita Samani of Dublin. In the beginning, in between performing multiple surgeries as an OBGYN on Friday, and the Democrat explained that she wanted to start regulating men's reproductive health. If you're going to penalize someone for an unwanted pregnancy, why not penalize the person who is responsible for the pregnancy? She said.
Yep.
She introduced legislation that would make it a felony for men to discharge semen without the intent to fertilize. Samani, the state rep, said, Samani and State Rep Tristan Rader, Democrat of Lakewood, joined forces to propose a bill nicknamed Conception Begins at Erection Act. There are some exceptions, such as when protection or contraceptives are used during sex. So that means it wouldn't apply.
If the condom broke.
If the condom broke, you use it, it's okay. But basically what they're saying is it is going to be illegal for men to have sex without a barrier. And so what I love how the Republicans are like, this is beyond ridiculous, but you're always trying to
come up with is ridiculous.
But you're always trying to regulate what we do with our bodies and who does what and how many, like, whatever things happen. So I think it's absolutely absurd. Anywho, so it didn't pass. I'm sure. Well, I'm thinking it's still like in the debates, but I'm certain it didn't pass. But that was in Ohio. So that is your crazy ass news. So,
how do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that? I think men should have some kind of something legislated against them. All the laws are about women and what women do, what women get, what women have, how women have to do it, how women have to have it, all that kind of jazz. And it's nothing about men being responsible at conception for these babies.
Yep, I agree.
And so if a woman wants to have an abortion, she goes to jail, but the man who got her pregnant doesn't.
And not even held accountable for it.
At all.
And
silliness.
He knew what he was doing.
Silliness.
If he didn't put a condom on, he had every intention.
Absolutely.
Impregnating her if it so happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that.
So, comment below what you think.
Comment below.
All right. Let us know.
Rolling.
We are rolling.
All right. So, welcome to our segment of supposings or hypotheticals.
I love it.
We really need to get some sound effects because I feel like we need to have like bells and whistles going off when I say supposings and hypotheticals.
Yep.
All right. So I know you probably heard that some scientists have rebirthed or resurrected some animals that have been extinct for hundreds of years. The dire wolf, to be exact, right? And they were so cute.
I've never seen any pictures of dire wolves.
Well, the ones that they just recreated, they were adorable. I wanna follow their progress. And
so here's the problem:
how quick they develop. And if they're going to unleash them into society.
Yeah, of course not going to unleash them to society. They're probably going to grow like a fourth leg or a horn or something.
I hope not. Oh, I hope not.
Child, what would you want to see come back?
Probably a saber-toothed cat. Because I like cats. So can you imagine having a saber-tooth in here?
Oh, he would maul you.
I'd be like, come here, baby.
So no, I don't want that. What about a dodo bird?
No, because the dodo bird get on my nerves. First of all,
we don't even know if they were actually down.
I had parakeets, right, and so they're messy. He would definitely have to live outside.
Dodo, it's a wild animal, Kelly.
But I'm saying I want them to bring them back so that I can have one for a pet, not just for them to exist. I thought the conversation was, what do we want them to bring them back? Which ones we want them to bring back for our own personal.
That's still my own personal gain. I want to go look at them in the zoo and watch them and see if they actually say "duh" or something. Like, what are they? What make them a dirty bird? You know what I want? I want a unicorn.
Dude, are those real? Are unicorns real? They're not real. They're not real, Michelle. So how are they going to resurrect something that's not real? I do want a dragon. You know, like Game of Thrones. I want a dragon. So watch out. People that don't like me, people just want to be disrespecting me. I'll be riding on my dragon, and then be like, let out big flames. I would definitely love a dragon.
I wouldn't mind having a dragon. I would love to have a dragon that could breathe fire and breathe fire on people like this person that keeps texting me. I would love them to just go and just like fry them and just cook them.
Melting their edges off.
Yeah, melt them.
Like, don't take my edges. I don't know. I did when we had this conversation, I was looking up extinct animals. So they had pigeons that you could ride on. What was the name?
Who had riding pigeons? What kind of fairy tale shit is that?
It wasn't a fairy tale. It wasn't a fairy tale.
Who rode on the pigeon?
Here, a stellar sea cow.
Did it fly?
They existed until 1768.
No one rode a pigeon, Kelly.
Passenger pigeons. The passenger pigeon was one of the most numerous. Where's my glasses? Sorry about that. I forgot.
I know good and damn well. This don't say niggas was riding no pigeons in 1914. That's some bullshit right there.
Say people was riding them.
A passenger pigeon. You about to explain?
Why are they called passenger pigeons then? If you can't ride them?
I know good and daggone well wasn't nobody riding no pigeons.
I want a passenger pigeon. I want a passenger pigeon. He could send messages like if ever there's a time when the grid goes down.
That's what they have messenger pigeons for.
Messages to our loved ones. We need those pigeons to get our messages to each other. Speaking of,
oh Lord,
if the grid goes down, I told you I was coming to you, so we can start preparing together. So briefly,
Kelly will already be extinct because Kelly won't eat anything other than chicken.
I'm not. No, I'm gonna eat beans.
You know how many beans you gotta have in order to get enough protein?
Well, we're gonna be eating beans all day long. I need you all to start gathering your white rice, your black beans, your pinto beans, flour. Yes, get you numerous amounts of pounds of flour, sugar, salt, baking soda.
You can't just get the powder and just sit it in the corner. You got to put it in something so it doesn't get the weevils and stuff in it.
Powdered chicken, we're going to put them in tightly sealed containers when we purchase the flour. We're going to pour them out of those bags and put them in tightly sealed containers.
How long does flour last?
We'll have that answer for you at another time.
This is why she doesn't need this book.
I haven't begun reading everything, but I'm telling you all right now, this is the list that you need to start gathering. Cornmeal, ramen, popcorn, and canned soup. I'm not eating canned fish. I'm sorry. Or no canned meats.
That's what I'm talking about right here. This one
vegetables. Get canned vegetables. You all can get the canned meats and the fish. I'm not doing that. I'm so sorry. I'm only eating vegetables and fruit. And any fish that I might catch in the ponds. Okay? And hopefully I can get a couple of crabs so I can get some crab legs. But other than that, I need you all to start preparing. But back to the segment.
No, I'm not even. So, first of all, whose house are we going to?
We need to have a serious conversation and be very strategic.
We'll pack the camping gear.
Yes, we need our camping gear.
I'm going to pack my pump that I can actually pump with my foot and not the electric pump to pump up the airbag. Because just because we're in Armageddon doesn't mean I have to have a bad back. So we're going to have that. And then we can figure it out. Now, I can cook anything. My grandmother taught me how to cook just about everything. I know how to cook. Even though I don't want to eat it. Possums and squirrels and raccoons and all that kind of stuff. So you got to have some meat.
I'm gonna pack up all the protein powders. We'll get our protein.
And when they're gone,
we're gonna keep scavenging. You know how many stores that is out here? We're gonna scavenge it.
You know how many other people here?
They're not gonna be thinking about protein. They're gonna be thinking about looking for animals to shoot and kill. We're gonna go get protein mix, protein bars. And then
Kelly is going to be like that lady and that baby in that game that comes up for free when you play other games when they're in the cold and they're shivering and they like skin and bones. That's gonna be Kelly, because Kelly gonna be like, "But I thought they were gonna have protein," and there's not gonna be no protein around.
Listen, and we need to start gathering up different herbs so that we can get our medications. We can create our own medication.
Now, what I will do is rob a pharmacy and put my medication up.
And when we can't rob any more pharmacies, then we're going to make our own medications. No.
I'll just suffer.
The book tells us what.
How am I going to make an albuterol inhaler out of some herbs?
We're going to figure it out. I got you.
Y'all, I'm going to be dead, growing fungi. I'm going to have a mushroom coming out of my neck. Kelly going to be like, well, we sprinkle a little stuff on it.
It's going to take long. It's going to take longer to kick in. But you're going to recover. I got you. Listen, I've been reading something else. So once I finish that, I'm going to start with this guide. And I will come back and let you all know what we need to collect for medications. I just gave you a little brief list of all the foods that we need to start stockpiling. Okay?
No.
All those extreme couponers, get on it. Go get your rice, your flour.
Rice is something good to have.
Flour. Because we can make pasta with the flour. We're going to have our chicken so that we can get our eggs. We're going to get herbs so that we can get medications together. We're going to have our own vegetables. We're going to do this. And I want you all to...
My job is going to be to sit there with the shotgun and watch everything. And make sure nobody comes trying to steal nothing. That's going to be my job. Because I ain't going to have no air. Because I ain't going to have no albuterol. I'm going to sit still with the shotgun in my lap, watching to see if somebody would. I wish somebody would.
You're gonna have the nebulizer machine. You're gonna have your inhaler.
How am I gonna have a nebulizer machine when there's no more nebulizer? Are you gonna give me like some eucalyptus experiment and put it in my nebulizer machine?
Yeah, I'm gonna have everything prepared for you and D-Man because my son is asthmatic too. I'm gonna find a way. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. And Casey, crazy tail.
We all three gonna be sitting down.
Just sit still. I'm gonna have a fan blowing on y'all.
How? We don't have no electricity.
I'm gonna get y'all oxygen masks too.
With no electricity.
I'm gonna get y'all. We're gonna have a generator. See, she's making jokes, but she knows that I've thought all of this through. Listen, this guy is going to help us.
First of all,
is going to see us through.
If we have something that requires me to run, I already lost. So I will hold the fort down and let y'all get away. I'm not running. I'm already tired. I'm already tired.
No, you're going to bring your tail right on.
I'm not running.
You're going to walk fast then. Or we're going to put you on the back of the buggy. Our bug out guy going to have a buggy.
What kind of buggy we going to have if there's no electricity? What if it's like that show on Channel 40 used to come on when they had something happen and it shut down all electronics and wouldn't work at all?
Then it's going to be battery operated. Okay. Solar panels
the
are
batteries
going to
didn't
give
work
us
either.
enough energy to do what we need to do.
They had nanospores or something that shut down all electronics. That's what happened.
Okay, so then we're going to go back. Listen, go get you some trap phones. We need to get us.
There's no electricity.
Trap phones.
So if they break it down and you can't use any electronics, if they have nanobots to break down the electronics that you can't use, you can have a trap phone and it's going to be a paperweight.
Then we're going to call each other from landlines.
I can't stand her.
We're going to call each other from
I can't stand her.
A rotary phone. We're going to go and
you know what kind of phone we're going to have? We're going to have a telephone with the cans. That's how we're going to have it from Crossway. Kelly, you home? No.
Now we're going to have walkie-talkies. Battery operated walkie-talkies.
If all electronics have been fried by if all the electronics have been fried by some kind of device or some kind of nanobot, there will be no talking on the phone, no walkie-talkies, no lights, none of that. You can't use a rotary phone.
We're going to get our passenger pigeons that we're going to have resurrected by the scientists who
why not just go get
resurrected the dire wolves, and then we're going to send each other messages.
Why not just get some woolly mammoths so they can drag our asses around?
We can do that too. They're part of the extinct animal list, so we can have them.
So we can have a woolly mammoth come collect us.
Yes, it's going to work out.
Okay,
it's going to work out. So
tell us what you think. What would you want to have?
What animals?
What animals you want to have? I want a dodo bird.
I don't want a dodo bird.
I think that'll be cute, and they probably have really big eggs too. You can have none of my dodo bird eggs.
I don't want no dodo bird eggs.
I bet you'd be bomb. Be creamy.
I told you last Sunday I got sick off of eggs. I haven't eaten any this week. So I might not be eating any eggs. I might, listen, you know that I am on a journey.
She's going to literally run us out of the encampment with all them damn beans she going to eat. She's going to blow us out of the water. We'll be able to use her farts as jet fuel to light the campfires and all the things.
Hey, however I can be of assistance. I am doing my part for our community.
Let us know what you think. What kind of animal you want to bring back. What do you want to do during the bug out time and end of days comes.
Get your list together.
Get your list together. Let us know what you think.
Start getting your seeds so you can start planting your own fruits and vegetables.
I don't have a green thumb. I'll kill everything, so I won't touch it.
The book tells me every seed that I need to gather, okay?
Gather the seeds.
In another 6 months, we're going to have probably 20 episodes by then. I'm going to show you all the progress of my bug out.
I can't wait to see this progress.
and the supplies. I'm going to have my stockpile of all the flowers, the salt.
I thought you were going to say all the flies.
Not the flies. That was last week.
Lord of the flies.
That was last week. Anyway, let us know.
Let us know.
Don't forget, comment. Please comment. We are looking for your feedback.
We like the inboxes, but comments are nice.
It's like you want to keep yourself a secret, and we don't do secrets. We are transparent. Come on. Let us know what you think.
Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next week.
We see you next time.